Welcome to Curious Goldfish, a podcast community where music and curiosity come together through interesting conversations with the music makers of our world. I'm your host, Jason English. You can find Curious Goldfish in all the major podcast and social media platforms, and of course, we have all of our content on our website, curiousgoldfish.com. Omer, I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. We're here in Nashville. You're home.
Yeah.
For how long now has it been?
Officially 7 months.
7 months. All right.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. I know you've
Thank
been
you.
back and forth a little bit.
Yeah.
What's it feel like to be settled?
Different. It's different, and it's a special place for me and for many others. So I'm blessed to call it home.
Oh, that's great. So you've told your story in a few different interviews, right? On various outlets. You've got a great story, a very unique story, which we'll try to hit the highlights a little bit. But what I think I appreciate about you is your intention. You seem very intentional, with like everything that you're trying to do. And we were talking ahead of time just about different things, and I mentioned that I just saw a show at Red Rocks, the venue in Colorado, and without hesitation, you're like, I'll be playing there in less than 2 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then you're like, hey, the Opry first, and then that. I guess, where does that confidence come from in who you are and what you're doing?
So for me, it's bigger than me. So the confidence, it's not because it's about me. For me, it's about the music, and it's about the reasons that I'm doing what I'm doing here. It's because of what I saw and my experiences in life, and I'm doing what I'm doing because I realize that I can be a bridge between cultures, countries, people, and I believe that God gave me a gift, which is the music, my voice, and I can sing for the one who can't talk anymore. So for me, it's bigger than me, and the confidence come through this. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a great answer. So you're from Israel,
Yes.
right? And I don't know who's keeping track, but you're known as the only Israeli-born country singer.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Right.
True.
So that's the bridge, right? Is the different cultures, the different geographies,
Yes.
and everything. So I have a lot of questions, obviously, but I think at one point you were doing music that was not country.
Yes.
Right. And you were, I think, fairly successful when you were in Israel. And you've talked about that you are who you are.
Yeah.
And it's a country singer.
Yeah.
Can you take me back to that moment where that was the realization?
Yeah. So I'll take you even back. I grew up in a small town in Israel called Nahariya, and my parents owned a music store. So my influences was country and blues and all of the above. So it's rare back then to Israeli to listen to that kind of music. And I grew up with horses and country way of living, and army, and I joined the army, and then so I stopped doing music, and then I realized that I had an idea that I need to change the world in some way, some kind of hero, I don't know, and so that's when I realized I need to do music. So the first album was more poppy. On the Americana side, but poppy, and then the second album, it was a great success in Israel, and the second album no one played in Israel at all. So I got a chance, but it got me the chance to play in Europe. So most of the time I played in Europe. I played in those biggest festivals in Europe, and I got a chance to play with those A-lists, and of course opening for Bon Jovi and but when I saw what I saw, and for me, when I got a chance to play on those big festivals, I realized that it's not what I want to do anymore. Like it's not me. I try to be something else, I think. So I stopped for a minute and I got back to my roots. And I wrote that whiskey song that we talked about, and again, for me, it's a non-stop working on myself. So I got back to my roots, and then I got a chance to open up for Bon Jovi and his manager. So I came here to Nashville for the first time. Plus, I got a chance to represent Israel at the International Blues Fest in Memphis. So I had a few shows in Memphis, and then I come here to Nashville to meet Bon Jovi manager back then, and it was before COVID, before everything. So then he told me that I have a shitty songs.
It's good
and
feedback.
yeah, it's a good feedback. And if I want to be something in this, if I want to continue to do music, I need to continue writing songs here in Nashville. So I took that advice, and I think I fought so hard. I went everywhere, and I said, "Hey, my name is Omer Netzer. Hey, that's me. I'm that. We need to write together." So that's what I've been doing for a few years. That's back and forth. That was my commitment. Back and forth, 2 months here, 2 months there. So I've been writing tons of songs for the last few years.
That's awesome. So usually when you think of a country music singer and songwriter, their lyrics are inspired by honky tonks and heartbreak and pickup trucks and whiskey, which we'll talk about, important things, but in the scheme of life, maybe not so important.
Yeah.
You've obviously have had life experiences that few people have in the music industry. Do you see yourself writing songs, and maybe you probably have already, but that lend itself to more traditional country, or have you applied, and are you trying to apply your life experiences to the genre in a different way?
I can't write about something that I can feel, and it's about a feeling. So even though I'm writing songs about war, or writing songs about heartbreaks, and but I can take a song and make you relate to to you. So yeah, and I think that country became more. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than just right now. Right now it's more than like a truck and my dog or my boots. It's bigger than that. So right now, for me.
Yeah, no, that's good. All right, so let's talk about the military experience. I think when you were 18, you served as a combat medic, right?
Yeah.
So without getting in too gory details or whatever, describe to us things that we will never have any idea about, like what you've seen, what you've heard, and just kind of, what has that meant to you, and what has stuck with you?
First, you remember yourself when you were 18. So imagine a kid, 18 years old, with a rifle, need to protect his country. It was. I think for me, it was a tough times, and I believe that after I released from the army when I was 21, I went to study horse therapy. I don't know why.
Oh wow.
So it was before the music. So and then I realized I need to do music, but somehow along the way, I realized that I need to serve more my country. Was after representing Israel in the tons of concerts around the world, and so that's when I volunteered to some police force unit. So I joined them for 4 years. So that was my team for 4 years. You know, combining it with the music.
Yeah.
They're amazing guys, and it's a great team. I think after October 7, I went back, and I joined them. I joined that team, and
Voluntarily.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
This is basically a year ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
almost a year ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to. I just needed to protect my family, my country. And it's it's more. I think it's more than that. It's about. Now I'm looking at Nashville, and I say I don't want them to come here and ruin everything I love. So it's more about that feeling. And my story was that we did a great job. I think it was chaos, but
Can you describe the stress level? I mean, I get stressed out being at a busy airport. You know,
No,
like
it's,
traveling. I can't imagine like the constant threat of danger or violence,
it's
right?
24/7, but you're with your brother, so you're not scared at all. But I think it's the reality of everyone's there now, and people need to understand that because they just want to live their lives. And I lost 3 of my best friends, and when I'm saying that, I'm singing for the ones who can't talk anymore. I'm singing for them. I'm singing for and we did great missions, and I realized that I don't want to do music anymore.
This was that recently.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like what's the point of doing music when you see the world is like ending? And they offer me a job, like full-time job, but I needed to show them that I'm done with the music. It's that kind of job.
Yeah, it's that commitment. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And was it your wife that sort of said, "Hey, Omer, you need to like rethink that"?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So I came here I told him yes, and we didn't have the money to fly. All of us as a family, and my wife and my daughter. She was a few months back then, and I came here for 3 weeks, and those 3 weeks became 7 months.
Okay.
So that's the miracle that I'm talking about. But when I'm saying, hey, 1 year I'm going to be there, in 2 years I'm going to be there, because I just believe more. I got to believe more, and not just about like believe in me. I believe in this things that I'm doing.
Right.
So
no, that's amazing. Yeah. So talk about some of the highlights of the last 7 months. I think you've said that lots happened in a positive way, I guess.
Yeah.
And I say, like, how do you explain it? You'll say, well, it's something bigger, right? So like that,
yeah.
I get that, but yeah, to give us some highlights in terms of, what is that? Is it the connections you're making? Are people hearing your voice and are like what in the world is that? Kind of thing. Like what's happening?
I don't know. I just had a balls to just I believe. Less than 2 weeks after I came here, the CRS happened in Nashville. And, everything was already booked, and I was here with my guitar. So when I passed the security guards, I passed everyone I went to the radio room like I belong. And I went to people and said, hey, my name is Omer Netzer. You need to hear my story. And I just sit on a chair and start talking, and then I take my guitar and sing in front of everyone. That's what I did. Same with CMA.
Right.
I went to Richard, which is he's an amazing guy. He's a veteran, and he's the one who create Creative Vets. And I went to their offices and just knock on the door and say, "Hey, you need to hear my story." And then after 5 minutes of conversation, he said, "Can you play for us at the CMA?" And that's how I got into CMA.
Okay.
So
it's just you're just hustling.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good.
it's a journey. It's a journey, and it's not easy. But I believe that there is a bigger purpose for me here. So
Yeah. So I think one of the highlights you've mentioned is Whiskey Jam.
yeah,
Yeah. Tell us about that and how'd you get involved with that?
I tried to email them so many times. But at the CMA, I was playing and telling my story. I sang my songs, and then someone approached me. His name is Jeff. I say, "Hey, I'm a publicist. I'm working on those labels, blah, blah, blah." And we just had a conversation. And it became a family, and we started working together. And then he introduced me to Oscar, who's my manager now.
Yeah.
And he just talked the word, and things just come together like those. I have those labels meetings and booking it. It's like happening so fast and so slow at the same time. It's
Right.
it's insane.
Yeah.
So I think I've been really blessed. Even those church, I had a church tour. I was start touring churches and military bases, and it's been totally a blessing.
No, that's good. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. What's interesting is you're Jewish.
Yes.
Much of the country music audience is Christian, and you've gone on this church tour. I guess how did that go? And were the Christians welcoming of you and your message? And did they try to convert you? Was there that's an interesting dynamic, and it's also interesting that because I would imagine there's also a camaraderie between you being part of the Israeli military force as well as American military, right?
I believe that we're just working together all the time. So for Jesus was Jewish.
Yeah.
What's Jewish? So, and they respect, they support me.
Oh, good.
And I think we just support each other.
Oh, good.
We just, I learned and I'm studying, and just, it's an amazing journey. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And, I believe that we can work together, live together, be together. It's just world is so beautiful when we're doing this. And I really believe that music is the language.
Yeah, I was gonna say music's got to be that glue, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. In terms of so back to the military. What? I'm not in the military. My father was. My brother was. It's one thing to be a veteran, and it's one thing to serve and do things. It's another to serve in combat. That's probably different levels of intensity and camaraderie. But
Yeah.
if you're in the military, there's got to be just incredible mutual respect and appreciation, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel that over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just know.
Mm.
That's, yeah.
That's good. All right. So in the 7 months since you've been here, you've written a couple songs.
Yeah.
Right. So If Whiskey Was a Friend.
Yeah.
Is that one of them?
Yeah.
So tell us the origin of that and sort of the context.
Actually, I went into the room with my co-writers, and I just told them, "Hey, I don't think I have a true whiskey song." And that's how we got into the idea if whiskey was a friend, because when you're drinking, he's not your friend. So it's it's all about he will not tell you to call your ex or whatever. So a friend wouldn't tell you do those things. So it's that song, and and I think that I decided to release "God Works in Mysterious Ways."
Mm-hmm.
It was the first single I released in the U.S. Because I believe that that song saved my life. So many ways. And
Did you write that after you were here in Nashville, or
No.
was that over?
Yeah,
over
yeah, yeah.
Israel?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but not here. Not
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like on the last 7 months. It was
Yeah,
before. It
before,
was
yeah.
on those back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And what brought me to I believe the next single I'm going to release is called "Save My Soul,"
Mm.
um, which I sang. There is that Nova Festival. It's the music festival that all the people was murdered. Um,
Mm.
and there is a Nova exhibit in LA, and I played that song in that exhibit a week ago. "Save My Soul." I believe that song can save so many people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if Whiskey Was a Friend, on the surface, it sounds like that's just like a good old country song. Are there any influences from your time in Israel serving that are embedded in that, either subconsciously or overtly?
In "Whiskey Was a Friend."
Yeah.
No, I don't think
No.
it's got into that song.
Yeah.
I have so many other songs that I wrote about those experiences, but not that song.
But God Works in Mysterious Ways.
It's
A little bit?
it's part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Because you always ask yourself, why me?
Right.
Why me?
Right.
Why am I here?
With so much momentum that you have right now, do you see yourself, would you be, I think I know the answer, but would you, if your country and your guys back in Israel needed you, would you stop what you're doing now and go back?
I can say yes now, but I don't know.
Hmm.
Like I really don't know. I'm an honest guy.
Yeah.
It's my thing to be an honest guy, and then I don't know, because I believe that there is a bigger picture for me. Like, I'm talking to my guys every day,
Oh, you are?
every day,
Yeah.
and I keep asking them, hey, what's going on? Do you think you need me there now? And they always say, like, there is a lot of soldiers, there is a lot of like, you know. But it's hard to find a soldier who can actually sing about those experiences and do good for let's say Israel, can talk about it here.
Right.
So
yeah, I guess what you're saying is there's enough people on the ground.
yeah,
Maybe not, but there's people on the ground
Yeah.
doing that. There's a few people that can do what you're doing, which is sort of this being a bridge, the
Yes.
communication, letting people know
yes,
in your own unique way. So they're
Yes.
like, listen, you don't need to come here. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Well, I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Because you do have a unique gift.
Yeah,
And it'd be a shame if people weren't able to hear your voice and the words because you were on
Yeah.
a mission,
Yeah.
and under fire, under stress the
Yeah.
whole time. Okay, so in terms of your artistry and your musicianship, where are you today, and where do you want to be?
Mhm. Today I'm just building my team and building, and dream. I'm just dreaming big, and I want to be everywhere. I don't have. I just want to be everywhere I can, everywhere that people want to hear music. That's where I want to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do people back home still know you as like the original pop Americana guy, or do they see you now as a country star?
I think they see me now as a country musician, and
Okay.
it's funny. I just got a text about that someone who survived the Nova Festival, and I just got a text when I was on the way here that he said that he see what I've been doing for Israel and what I'm saying, and it's inspiring for him too. So I think that um, the mission is good.
Yeah.
So.
All right. That's good. All right. So with all your life experiences, growing up in Israel, military, back and forth, and now here as a hustling musician, trying to get seen, what are you most curious about?
It's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, I know that next month I'm gonna have a radio tour in Texas,
Okay.
and it's my first time, because God works in mysterious ways. Got into the Texas radio, and which is a blessing. But I really don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, Texas is its own little place. So that's good.
So I don't know. It's an interesting experience, and especially that relocated. It's not easy, especially with a family, and it's going to be an interesting journey.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. So I talked to a lot of artists that it's a whole thing now, right? With how do you make a living in music, especially if you're on the come up, there's the merchandise, there's not much in streaming, there's still gigging, and there's the sync aspect of writing songs for television and commercials. I guess where has the majority of your sustainability come from? Is it the live performances and stuff? And then and it's as part of your building your process and your team. How do you think about that moving forward? Like, is it a little bit of everything you think moving forward? Yeah. I mean, how intimidating?
I'm dreaming big.
No, it's good. Yeah, no, it's good. But how intimidating is that? Because you're a musician. There's maybe that's why you're going to build the team, is like they can worry about all the details.
Yeah.
But I respect musicians so much because their art is everything, but then they've got to use this other side of their brain to figure out the business side, you know, and I guess
that's the reason it's the music business. If it's just music, everyone would do it.
That's right. Well, yes. Not me. I can't sing or play guitar, but no, I get that. Okay. Yeah. Your confidence is crazy.
No, I'm just I think realistic. Listen, after doing what I did, I'm just, it's not about a confidence, it's about realize that it's funny because when I'm singing, it's something else from the inside. So it's not about, I don't think about it's about a confidence, or it's like, for me it's about the music. I need to just say.
I will say, if I had your voice, I'd be confident too.
No. Thank you.
No, seriously. And I was going to ask you about that, because you mentioned growing up, the music store, and you listen to different things. Did you have to tailor the voice to be more country, or is this it? Yeah.
It's just something inside of me, I think.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't always country. It was like I grew up on like the Swans blues, the old blues, and country, of course, and classic music, and the rock and roll, and like literally everything. So I just what's inside of me, that's all.
Yeah. All right. Well, I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate you.
And
thank you.
Yeah, no, good luck on everything. I guess in terms of these singles are coming out, you're doing Whiskey Jam, you're going to Texas. Yeah. Do you is there an album kind of in the works? Yeah. And are you writing those songs now? And like, what's your time frame on that, do you think?
I'm working on an EP now.
Okay.
I think that's it. I'm gonna play 2 of my new songs that no one heard before in a Whiskey Jam here in town, and the radio tour is about God works in mysterious ways, and and keep writing, and I just want to add some small thing, because when I'm entering a writing session, everyone asking me, hey, what songs what kind of song do you want to write? I'm saying, it's not what I want to write. It's what the world needs right now. So it's all about that. So it's all about us.
What does the world need right now?
Peace.
I think that it probably applies to like geopolitical situations, obviously, right?
Peace in between us. Like
it's peace between us, and it's inner peace.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird being in America. I don't know what you think about it's an election. It's an election year, and we're not going to get into into the politics, but
please no.
There's I'm 50. And life is life, and politics is politics. It just the last few years, man. There's not much peace.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just kind of like, okay, we all deserve a break.
Yeah.
We all deserve a little bit more peace.
I think the social media is getting us the craziness, and everything is so fast, and so like no one is breathing. When was the last time you actually?
No, right.
Breathe.
Right.
We need to breathe. Relax.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
We need to do that, and we need to listen to your music.
Thank you,
so,
sir.
thanks for your time. Could you play us a couple songs?
Yes.
A couple songs? All right.
Yeah.
Omer, great to meet you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. My name is Omer Netzer, and this is Save My Soul. I remember the records that my parents played, finding Hank Williams on that lost highway, hitched to white sitting shotgun with that man in black. Bingo fire walked the line, and I ain't turning back. Here's to every song that I lean on when I lost my faith, when my hope was gone, when my world went dark. Some changed my life, some saved my soul. She stole my heart, it was God gave me. When I call your name, when she broke it into glorious time on that night when my grandpa died, amazing grace, I saw the light. Here's to every song that I lean on when I lost my faith, when my hope was gone, when my world went dark, when my heart turned cold. Some changed my life, some saved my soul. It's kind of crazy what 3 chords and that truth can do to get you through. Here's to every song that I lean on when I lost my faith, when my hope was gone, when my world went dark, when my heart turned cold. Some changed my life, some saved my soul. Some changed my life, some saved my soul. God works in mysterious ways. I walk the fire, I've been through it, I've loved and I've mysterious ways. Instead of holding a bottle, I'm holding your hand. I'm reading the Bible, be a better man. When you walk through the shadow, it's how you learn how to pray. God works in mysterious ways. Everything that was falling apart showed me the light, led me straight to your heart. I won't take it for granted, 'cause I'm here to stay. And God works in mysterious ways. Everything that was falling apart, you showed me the light, led me straight to your heart. I won't take it for granted, 'cause I'm here to stay. And God works in mysterious ways. And God works in mysterious